Welcome back to the channel. Have you ever seen a boy born without arms create soaring trumpet melodies using only his courageous feet, or followed the journey of a proud Paralympic champion who reached the victory podium after losing all 4 limbs in early childhood? From historic separation surgeries involving conjoined twins to the extraordinary resilience of people living with physical differences or enormous tumors, every life is a powerful tribute to courage, the boundless love of family, and the remarkable possibilities of modern medicine. The powerful and deeply moving footage you are about to see will surely touch the deepest part of your heart, offering an entirely new perspective on the value of life and the strength of unwavering perseverance. If these stories of resilience inspire you, and you would like to join us in discovering more extraordinary examples of the human spirit, please subscribe to the channel and hit the like button so you never miss the remarkable stories still to come. Now let us begin this emotional journey together. The life journey of Suman Kumari, a 17-year-old girl living in a slum in Delhi, India, has been marked by years of hardship and overwhelming challenges. Born healthy like her siblings, Suman's life began to change at the age of 10, when unusual swelling appeared in her cheeks and chin due to a rare disorder. Although her family tried to take her to several hospitals, financial barriers and the lack of a clear diagnosis caused her condition to worsen over time. The changes in her appearance left the young girl feeling deeply self-conscious and insecure, eventually leading her to isolate herself and remain inside her home for an entire year. Despite the emotional pain and uncertainty about her future, Suman continued to face her circumstances with courage, never blaming anyone for what had happened. Supported by the love and companionship of her family, she found the strength to endure each difficult day. Iman and Sanchia Mowat were born under circumstances that placed their entire family on a deeply uncertain journey from the very beginning. The two sisters were born joined at the back, an extremely rare and complex condition. While most newborns only need time to grow safely in their parents' arms, Iman and Sanchia were forced to face major medical decisions early in life. For the Mowat family, this was more than a hospital story. It was a story of faith, love, and hope. When they were only a few months old, the two sisters underwent a separation surgery that lasted several hours at Birmingham Children's Hospital. It was an intensely stressful time, as no one could be certain that everything would go as hoped. Yet even during the most difficult moments, their family chose to place their trust in the medical team and in the strength of the two little girls. The surgery not only gave Iman and Sanchia a new chance at life, but also became a defining milestone for their entire family. Years later, Iman and Sanchia were remembered not only for their rare separation surgery, but also for the gratitude and kindness they showed as they grew older. The sisters later took part in fundraising activities to thank the hospital that had given them the chance to live more independently. Their story reminds viewers that miracles do not always arrive in one dramatic moment. Sometimes a miracle is simply two children being able to grow up, smile, and live lives of their own. Adrian, a 23-year-old musician from Mexico, has lived with a rare bone disorder since the age of 6, causing his face to change dramatically over time. As the growth became larger, it not only made eating extremely difficult, but also threatened his ability to breathe and placed his safety at risk. Yet even through years of physical limitations, Adrian refused to let his spirit become trapped. He held on to music as a source of strength, and as a way to preserve his belief that beautiful melodies were still waiting for him in the chapters ahead. When Adrian was brought to Mexico City, he reached a major turning point in his life. Under the care of Dr. Laura Andrade Delgado, he underwent a complex operation that successfully removed 3.3 kilograms of tumor tissue, giving him a new chance at life after years of struggling with the condition. The recovery process was far from easy as he faced several challenges, including a tracheostomy to support his breathing. Yet after only about 3 months, Adrian showed remarkable progress. He was able to sleep lying down, eat solid food, and begin preparing for future reconstructive procedures. His story proves that as long as determination still speaks within us, we can continue writing the music of our lives with courage. Maria and Teresa Tapia were born in 2010 in the Dominican Republic under extraordinary circumstances. The sisters were joined at the abdomen and breastbone while also sharing part of their liver and pancreatic system. From the moment they entered the world, their lives became a journey filled with challenges for both the girls and their family. Aware of the health concerns and uncertain future facing her daughters, their young mother, Lissandra Sanatis, searched tirelessly for opportunities and hope, determined to give them the chance to live independent and fulfilling lives like other children. The major turning point in Maria and Teresa's lives came in 2011, when humanitarian organizations helped bring the sisters to Children's Hospital of Richmond at Virginia Commonwealth University in the United States to prepare for a historic operation. After months of detailed planning and careful preparation, a medical team made up of dozens of leading specialists successfully completed a separation surgery that lasted nearly an entire day. Their successful separation was not only a remarkable achievement of modern medicine, but also the beginning of an entirely new chapter, freeing the two young girls from the physical bond they had shared since birth. After the surgery, the sisters returned to their homeland and began the recovery process, learning how to adapt to living independently. Maria and Teresa grew up healthy, developing clearly distinct personalities while maintaining an exceptionally close emotional bond. Their journey from conjoined children to two independent and vibrant young women is a deeply inspiring story of a mother's unconditional love, the progress of modern medicine, and the extraordinary strength of the human spirit in the face of adversity. Tony, a 55-year-old man from Clinton, Tennessee, lived for many years with rhinophyma, a condition sometimes known as lion's nose. The abnormal growth around his nose made breathing, sleeping, and everyday communication extremely difficult. In addition to the physical discomfort, Tony also struggled with low self-esteem and a growing sense of isolation from ordinary life. After several local doctors could not offer a suitable solution, Tony turned to Dr. Sandra Lee. Through a professional removal and reconstructive procedure, the overgrown tissue was taken away, helping him breathe more easily and regain his confidence. Tony's story shows that sometimes the right chance at the right moment can open a new door for health appearance and the human spirit. Adrienne Lewis became widely known for one very unusual feature, her remarkably long tongue. As photos and videos of Adrienne spread online, many people were amazed by her ability to touch her nose, chin, elbow, and even reach close to her eye with her tongue. But behind the public curiosity was a young woman learning to feel comfortable with what made her different. Rather than allowing the attention to become overwhelming pressure, Adrienne chose to make it part of her own unique story. What makes Adrienne especially interesting is that she does not tell her story with sadness or heaviness. She embraces her difference with a cheerful spirit, sometimes with humor, and sometimes as naturally as though it were simply one unique part of who she is. In a world where many people feel insecure about their appearance, Adrienne offers a different perspective. Sometimes the very thing that once made us feel uncomfortable can become the reason people remember us. More importantly, however, it never defines everything we are. Adrienne's story reminds viewers that being different does not always have to be portrayed as a tragedy. Some people step into the spotlight not because they want to shock others, but because they have learned to smile at themselves. Adrienne is more than just a young woman with a rare physical feature. She is someone who turned public attention into confidence. Sometimes simply having the courage to accept what makes us different is enough to inspire others in a gentle and meaningful way. What do you think about Adrienne's journey of turning her differences into a source of inspiration? Share your thoughts in the comments, hit like and subscribe to the channel for more extraordinary stories of people who dare to embrace who they truly are. Five-year-old Archie's journey through adversity began on March 19th, when he returned home from school complaining of pain in his leg and a headache. His condition then worsened rapidly, prompting his family to take him immediately to Wigan Infirmary. After the initial assessments, Archie was urgently transferred by ambulance to Royal Manchester Children's Hospital, where he began a difficult battle with meningococcal group B disease. This sudden turn of events completely disrupted the peaceful life of the young boy and his entire family. At the hospital, Archie's mother, Kate Musgrave, remained constantly by his side, caring for him and offering emotional support. Archie underwent intensive treatment with multiple antibiotics and close monitoring from the medical team. Although his body was still very weak and he required a long hospital stay, the 5-year-old showed the determination of a little fighter. From being unable to move, Archie gradually learned to sit up and began taking his first steps with the help of a walking frame, giving his family renewed hope for a positive recovery. Archie's story is not only the journey of one child overcoming a serious illness, but also one that inspired a powerful wave of compassion throughout the community, with people sharing messages of prayer and support across social media. The experience also encouraged his family to raise awareness about recognizing early warning signs and the importance of vaccination in protecting children's health. Archie's determination, together with the unwavering love and support of his parents, became the foundation that helped the family endure this extremely difficult period. Faced with some of the harshest challenges life can bring, certain individuals continue to stand strong as powerful symbols of resilience and the will to survive. Consider the deeply moving journey of a man from Hunan, China, who has carried an enormous physical burden since childhood due to a rare genetic disorder. As the condition progressed, it dramatically altered his face and daily life, forcing him to leave school and endure judgment from society. Even when the most basic activities became difficult daily struggles, he never gave up hope for a brighter tomorrow. His perseverance and powerful will to live eventually opened a new and deeply human chapter when modern medicine stepped in to help restore a sense of peace to his life. Through several life-changing surgeries, he was able to remove much of the physical burden, and gradually move toward a more normal and fulfilling future. This meaningful and family-friendly story delivers a safe message for viewers of all ages, celebrating the strength of faith and self-reliance in the face of hardship. It stands as a vivid reminder that no matter how overwhelming adversity may seem, it can still be overcome by human resilience and the courage to change one's destiny. Wang Na, a Han Chinese woman born in Shanxi Province, China, entered the world with an extremely rare congenital defect affecting the central bones of her face. Abandoned shortly after birth, she was adopted by a poor couple in Heiyang County who raised her with love and never stopped searching for treatment. On September 6, 2006, the first stage of reconstructive surgery marked a major turning point in her life. After several successful procedures, Wang Na gradually gained a new appearance, began living a more normal life, and welcomed her son on May 17, 2013. Her story reminds us that hope sometimes begins with a hand that refuses to let go. Ariana Page Russell is an American visual artist who lives with dermatographia, a condition that causes her skin to react visibly to even the lightest touch. For many people, this could lead to embarrassment or a desire to hide it. Ariana, however, chose a very different path. She transformed her sensitive skin into a unique artistic language where temporary lines and patterns become images, memories, and emotions. Rather than viewing her body as a limitation, she made it an essential part of her creative process. What makes Ariana's work especially meaningful is that she does not create art simply to attract curiosity, but to engage in a dialogue with her own body. The designs on her skin do not last forever. They appear, are captured through photography, and then gradually fade away. This temporary nature gives her work even greater depth. It serves as a reminder that the human body is always changing, always responding, and always carrying deeply personal stories. Ariana discovered beauty in something that might once have made her feel different. Ariana's journey is inspiring because she transformed a personal experience into art with a meaningful voice. She helps viewers understand that differences can not only be accepted, but can also become a source of creativity. Her story does not need dramatic words. It is gentle yet powerful, much like the marks on her skin. They appear only briefly, but leave a lasting impression. Ariana reminds us that sometimes the human body can tell stories in remarkably beautiful ways. Oscar Ukonu is a world-renowned Nigerian contemporary artist celebrated for his extraordinary talent in creating portraits with ballpoint pens. Born and raised in Nigeria, his artistic journey began with a passion for drawing from an early age. Instead of using traditional materials such as oil paint or watercolor, Oscar Ukonu chose the ordinary ballpoint pen as his primary creative tool, producing remarkably lifelike and emotionally powerful hyper-realistic portraits. Each of his artworks requires extraordinary patience and exceptional skill, often taking hundreds of hours to complete, as he carefully renders every tiny detail, from individual strands of hair and facial wrinkles to the expression in the subject's eyes. Through his work, he not only demonstrates his natural talent, but also conveys profound messages about cultural identity, human experiences, and contemporary social issues. His journey from a passionate young artist to an internationally recognized figure whose works have been displayed at major exhibitions is a powerful testament to limitless creativity and unwavering perseverance. Jennifer, a 29-year-old cosplayer, lived for 11 years with large keloid growths on both ears after an infection caused by ear piercings she received when she was younger. The condition not only affected her hearing, but also caused pain, dizziness, and forced her to constantly hide her ears beneath headbands. Behind the confident appearance of a cosplayer was a long and silent struggle, yet Jennifer never gave up on her desire to live with confidence and feel comfortable with her own face. After years of feeling trapped by her condition, Jennifer finally found hope when Dr. Sandra Lee surgically removed 4 large fibrous growths weighing nearly 400 grams in total. The procedure was followed by superficial radiation therapy to help prevent the keloids from returning. This transformation did more than restore her appearance, it also gave her the confidence to return to her passion for professional cosplay. Jennifer's story shows that a new beginning often starts with the courage to face what has been holding us back and rediscover who we truly are. If her resilience has inspired you, subscribe to the channel and like this video so you do not miss the next extraordinary story. Leave a comment below and share how you felt about her remarkable journey. Stephanie Turner, who lived in Wynne, Arkansas, was born with harlequin ichthyosis, an extremely rare congenital condition that required her skin to receive special care every day. From birth, Stephanie faced serious health risks, yet she continued to overcome limits that many people once believed were impossible. Her life was never easy, as protecting her skin demanded constant patience, caution, and perseverance. Rather than allowing the condition to define her, however, Stephanie chose to live with a smile, faith, and the desire to be loved like any other woman. What made Stephanie's story especially remarkable in medical history was that she safely gave birth and became the first recorded woman with this condition to have 2 healthy children. Behind that journey were countless days of applying moisturizer continuously to protect her skin, ease discomfort, and reduce the risk of infection. Always by her side was her husband Curtis, who supported her with unconditional love and care. Stephanie's story is not only about living with a medical condition, but also a powerful reminder that when love, medicine, and determination come together, even a life once considered fragile can blossom beautifully. Evelyn Apako, an extraordinary woman from Uganda, carried deep physical and emotional scars caused by wartime violence that began when she was 22 years old. Her face was severely damaged during a desperate escape from a brutal rebel group. The injuries not only transformed her outward appearance, but also forced her to endure years of social rejection, avoiding glances and isolation from those around her, leaving her emotional pain even more overwhelming and lonely. Refusing to surrender to a harsh fate, she courageously overcame adversity, rebuilt her sense of self-worth through education, and eventually became a global peace ambassador. Her voice has touched millions of hearts and helped advocate for children's rights around the world. This extraordinary story offers a profound lesson about human dignity, showing that love and compassion can heal even the deepest wounds and help a person rise again from the ashes. Erin and Abby Delaney are twin sisters who were born joined at the head, one of the rarest and most complex forms of conjoined twins. While they were still in the womb, medical imaging revealed their unique connection, prompting their parents, Heather and Riley Delaney, to seek specialized care at Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. The girls were born in July 2016, and in June 2017, Erin and Abby underwent an 11-hour separation surgery involving more than 30 members of the medical team. After the surgery, Aaron and Abby's journey was far from over. The girls still needed a long period of recovery treatment and time to develop at their own pace. For many months, they received physical therapy, occupational therapy, and speech therapy. For the Delaney family, every small sign of progress brought tremendous joy. A new movement, a new response, or simply a peaceful moment together. Behind this remarkable medical story were the unwavering love of their parents and the dedication of countless people who supported them. Aaron and Abby's story should be viewed with respect rather than simple curiosity. They are not merely the subjects of a rare surgical case, but two children with their own lives, personalities, and futures. Their journey reminds viewers that miracles do not always unfold like fairy tales. Sometimes they are created through courage, science, careful preparation, and love that refuses to give up. Aaron and Abby are living proof that life can always open new chapters, even after the most fragile beginnings. Ellie Chalice is a British Paralympic swimmer who faced a life-changing ordeal when she was only 16 months old. She contracted bacterial meningitis, became critically ill, and later underwent the amputation of all 4 limbs to save her life. For many families, simply surviving such an experience would have been a miracle. But Ellie grew up determined to do more than survive. She gradually found her way into sports, learned to master her body in her own unique way, and transformed the swimming pool into a place where she discovered her strength. From a little girl whose family once prayed only for her survival, Ellie grew into a world champion and one of the most prominent figures in Paralympic sport. She won a silver medal at the Tokyo Paralympics, then went on to claim gold in the 50-meter backstroke at Paris 2024. Those achievements reflect not only her talent, but also years of relentless training, rehabilitation, and determination to push beyond her limits. Every race Ellie swims feels like a powerful statement that a different body can still create extraordinary moments. Ellie Chalice's story is inspiring because she refused to let loss define her entire life. She entered the world of sports through perseverance, but remained in it because of her love for competition and her desire to win. The most beautiful part of Ellie's journey is not only the medals she has earned, but the image of a young woman choosing to live boldly after years of hardship. She reminds us that resilience is often built through quiet days of training every fall, and every decision to rise and continue. What impresses you most about Ellie? Share your thoughts in the comments, and please like, share, and subscribe to support our channel. A massive tumor weighing 2.7 kilograms had spread across the entire jaw and face of Janet Silva, a 12-year-old girl from the Gambia, turning her life into a true struggle for survival. The devastating condition took away her ability to speak, caused severe breathing difficulties, and left her almost unable to eat, pushing her body into a dangerously weakened state. Throughout those years, the most frightening part was not only the physical pain, but also the rejection and judgment directed at her altered face. The turning point came when international medical organizations helped bring Janet to New York for a major 12-hour operation. Surgeons completely removed the dangerous tumor and reconstructed her face. After years of absence, her radiant smile finally returned, marking an extraordinary rebirth for a remarkably resilient child. Janet's journey offers a profound lesson about the power of understanding, showing how human compassion can overcome adversity and restore the dignity that every child deserves. Ina Mazuyama grew up in Birmingham, United Kingdom, and chose to enter the professional modeling industry as a bold, plus-size, queer femme model. From childhood into adulthood, differences in her body shape and gender identity placed her at the center of cruel stares, judgment, and body-based discrimination in everyday life. The hostility did not stop there. A toxic wave of body shaming continued to surround her on social media, where countless insensitive comments casually labeled her as obese and unhealthy. Refusing to be defeated by intense public pressure, the young woman chose to embrace herself unconditionally and continued pursuing her artistic passion to establish her place in the world of high fashion. Through her talent and confident presence, she achieved remarkable success by working directly with internationally renowned fashion houses such as Marc Jacobs and Paco Rabanne. Through her career and personal projects, she has not only challenged traditional beauty standards, but also advocated powerfully for human equality. Inam's rise offers a profound lesson about compassion and every individual's right to be treated with respect in modern society. Her journey has helped create a more progressive cultural space where all body types, ethnic backgrounds, and natural identities deserve to be celebrated rather than judged by rigid standards. Her story powerfully affirms that human dignity lies in the freedom to live authentically, while reminding us to embrace diversity with genuine understanding. Jameer Wallace was born without arms, but that never stopped him from developing a love for music. While many people believed that playing an instrument like the trumpet required the use of both hands, Jameer saw things differently. He did not begin by asking, "What am I missing?" Instead, he started with a simple and sincere desire to try to learn and to create a sound of his own. That spirit opened the door to a remarkable journey that inspired many people to reconsider the limits they once believed could never be overcome. To play the trumpet, Jameer uses his feet with remarkable focus and patience. Every note is more than just a sound. It is the result of countless hours of practice, adjustment, and determination not to give up. He does not seek sympathy from others. What Jameer wants is the opportunity to participate, to learn, and to perform in the band alongside friends his own age. When the sound of his trumpet fills the room, people no longer see only a boy born without arms. They see a determined spirit expressing itself through music. Jameer's story is special because it is not loud and does not rely on grand words. It comes from one beautiful image, a child using what he has to do what he loves. He shows that human potential does not always depend on having a perfect body, but on having a heart that refuses to abandon its dreams. For Jameer, music is more than a hobby. It is a declaration that being different does not have to become a barrier. Sometimes it can become a unique path that allows someone to shine. Were you inspired by Jameer's story and the way he turned his differences into strength? Share your thoughts in the comments. Hit like and subscribe to the channel for more inspiring stories of incredible people. Jasmine Abina faced a major turning point in her life when unusual white patches caused by vitiligo began appearing 14 years ago and gradually spread across her body. The sudden change dramatically transformed the young woman's appearance, pushing her into a difficult journey for which she had never been prepared. The uneven loss of pigmentation altered the skin she had always known, forcing her to learn how to accept and adapt to a new version of herself that initially felt completely unfamiliar. This rapid transformation in her appearance led to a long period of emotional pain, as she endured the curious and judgmental stares of those around her. Living with visible patches on her skin was far from easy, as she repeatedly faced stigma, insensitive avoidance, and intense psychological pressure that weighed heavily on her daily life. Every time she stepped into the outside world became a difficult emotional battle, leaving her deeply hurt by society's shallow assumptions and prejudices. Refusing to surrender to fate, Jasmine Abina decided to redefine the meaning of skin color and learn to listen to her heart. Inspired by her grandmother's advice to develop a tough skin, she courageously created the tough skin mindset as a way to honor her own resilience. This powerful transformation allowed her to turn her scars and differences into a unique form of artistic expression, while bravely standing up to challenge and resist all forms of oppression. Jasmine Abina's journey of rising above adversity offers a deeply meaningful lesson about dignity and genuine compassion in life. Her story powerfully shows that human strength often grows from the very scars that once caused pain, and that through our differences, we are all fundamentally alike. This sincere understanding reminds society to view others with absolute respect, while affirming that an individual's true worth is always illuminated by the resilience within. Terry Fox is one of Canada's greatest humanitarian icons, but his story began with a deeply personal hardship. At just 18 years old, Terry was diagnosed with bone cancer and had to have one of his legs amputated. During treatment, he witnessed many other cancer patients, including young children fighting for their lives each day. Those experiences inspired a determination greater than his own pain. Terry wanted to do something that would give others more hope. In 1980, Terry began the Marathon of Hope, aiming to run across Canada to raise money for cancer research. Every day he ran with one natural leg and one prosthetic leg, pushing through cold winds, rain, exhaustion, and silent pain. At first, not everyone knew who he was, but Terry kept going. What drove him forward was not fame, but the belief that every step he took could help save someone's life in the future. Although Terry Fox was unable to complete the entire journey because his cancer returned, the flame he ignited never went out. The Marathon of Hope became a living legacy, inspiring millions of people across generations to raise funds and increase awareness about cancer. Terry reminds us that a person does not need to live a long life to make a lasting impact. Sometimes all it takes is a sincere heart and a deeply meaningful purpose for even a brief series of footsteps to echo through the decades. The journey of rising above fate of these extraordinary individuals is the most powerful proof that no matter how dark adversity may seem, it must eventually yield to willpower, courage, and boundless love. We hope these stories have provided you with the strong inspiration to stand firm through all of life's storms. Please share your thoughts in the comments below. Like and share this video, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel to continue accompanying us on the miraculous journeys ahead. Have you ever wondered whether the harshest physical limitations can truly restrain the human will? In today's video, we step into the world of 20 extraordinary individuals, where people bearing seemingly insurmountable conditions become legends. From a young man with a rare genetic mutation affecting just 1 in 17 million people, to an 18-year-old girl bedridden due to brain herniation behind the skull, these are not just medical stories, but raw, astonishing accounts of how humans have defied the cruelest rules of fate. Each individual in this video stands as a bold declaration of the limitless power of the human spirit. They have turned the most painful medical challenges into springboards to affirm their worth, whether on Hollywood stages or shining Paralympic arenas. If you're ready to be ignited by the strongest fire of determination ever hit, that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe now, so you won't miss the stunning stories of 20 extraordinary lives that we will continue to reveal on this journey into the unbelievable. Mikey, a 25-year-old music producer and sound engineer, is facing a challenging medical journey due to a rare genetic mutation estimated by experts to occur in only 1 in 17 million people. This condition has caused him to live with seizures, balance issues, mood and memory, difficulties, and muscle problems, making even simple tasks like getting out of bed in the morning take an average of 2 hours from childhood. These symptoms worsened in 2022, forcing him to transition from walking normally to temporarily relying on a cane for support. During that period, Mikey faced another major health shock when he arrived at the emergency room with severe abdominal pain. After a CT scan, a doctor told him that he had a condition they had never seen in an adult, a rare disorder called intussusception, in which the intestine folds in on itself like a sock. Although he survived the critical phase, his strength was significantly diminished. Doctors could not determine the exact cause of the condition and had to wait for it to resolve on its own. Fortunately, the condition resolved on its own, but Mikey was unable to eat for several weeks and suffered severe physical weakness. Daily therapies were still insufficient to help him regain strength, and recently his doctor expressed concern that something is wrong with his muscles. Mikey's condition is believed to be related to ALS, a disease with a 100% mortality rate. If diagnosed with this condition, he would gradually lose the ability to walk, speak, swallow, and ultimately breathe. Throughout the most challenging times, Mikey has had the close support and companionship of his best friend, Sammy. Despite an uncertain future and critical diagnostic tests still pending, Mikey remains resilient. His story is a testament to the extraordinary determination of a young person fighting against the limits of his body, continually seeking hope amid the harshest medical challenges. Emily, 18, has endured a long journey battling persistent headaches that began when she was 7 years old. The pain gradually became so severe that she was bedridden for days at a time, forcing her to abandon her studies, work plans, and favorite sports activities. After multiple hospitalizations and an unsuccessful surgery, she was finally diagnosed with Chiari malformation type 1, a condition in which part of the brain herniates into the spinal column. Misunderstandings from friends who thought she was faking her illness made Emily's journey even more isolating and difficult. However, a ray of hope emerged when Emily's family discovered a breakthrough surgical procedure in Barcelona. Doctors there determined that her Chiari malformation was linked to excessive tension in the spinal ligaments, and a surgery to remove these ligaments promised to relieve pressure on the brain, potentially reducing symptoms almost immediately. With a cost of £30,000 and the novel nature of the procedure, it was a major decision for her family. Nevertheless, Emily was eager to seize this opportunity to reclaim the life she had lost over the years, striving for a brighter and freer future. Would you support Emily's fight for a brighter future? Hit like, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to follow her journey. Nathan Hrdlicka, a 34-year-old man from Santa Fe, New Mexico, is an extraordinary individual with remarkable resilience. He was born with bilateral type D proximal femoral focal deficiency, PFFD, an extremely rare congenital condition that places the knee joint unusually close to the hip bone. Globally, only about 25 people are known to have this condition, and astonishingly, Nathan is the only one capable of walking, despite standing at just 137 centimeters. While doctors predicted he could have reached 193 centimeters under normal development, Nathan has never let physical limitations prevent him from living life to the fullest. He confidently pursues personal happiness and shares a strong, loving relationship with his girlfriend, Chelsea Stewart. Nathan's story is not only a testament to perseverance in overcoming adversity, but also a powerful affirmation of self-worth. He has inspired countless people by proving that even when one's body differs from the majority, everyone can carve their own path to shine and find happiness in their own way. Charlotte Hawkins' life journey is a testament to remarkable resilience in the face of neurofibromatosis type 1, a complex genetic disorder. Once a young woman with a bright and vibrant appearance, her life changed completely after she noticed unusual marks on her skin in her 20s. Over the following decade, the condition progressed, causing multiple tumors to develop on her body and face, marking a challenging period during which she had to learn to cope with changes in her appearance and the difficulties of daily living. Living with a severe form of the condition, Charlotte endured a challenging youth learning to overcome psychological barriers and societal pressures. As a mother, her love for her children became a powerful motivation that helped her navigate adversity. Now, at 64, Charlotte has found peace by gradually accepting and embracing herself. Her story serves as a profound inspiration, highlighting courage, patience, and the extraordinary adaptability of the human spirit in the face of unpredictable health challenges. Christy Swadling from New South Wales, Australia, was once a talented long-distance runner competing successfully at the state level and across the Sydney region. With a strong athletic background, she led an active and energetic lifestyle. However, Christy's life journey faced a major challenge when she entered a period of body image-related psychological distress, ultimately developing an eating disorder and engaging in extreme dietary control. Deeply influenced by the strict body standards of famous models, Christy began imposing an extremely restrictive diet on herself, limiting her intake to around 200 calories per day. The rapid weight loss caused her body weight to drop to a dangerously low level of just 32 kilograms. Her severely weakened condition left her unable to perform normal physical activities, forcing her to stop training in her beloved sport of running and even causing her to collapse at times. A major medical crisis occurred when her heart rate reached a dangerous level, necessitating hospitalization for urgent intervention and treatment by medical specialists. Facing a life-threatening situation, Christy had a wake-up call and resolved to reclaim herself. With the support of her family and a professional treatment plan, she patiently restored her health step by step, rebuilt a healthy relationship with food, and successfully gained nearly 13 kilograms. Now at 18 years old, with her body gradually returning to strength, Christy courageously shares her journey of overcoming adversity on social media to raise community awareness and inspire those struggling with eating disorders, spreading a message about valuing health and loving one's natural body. Tracy, a 57-year-old woman from the United Kingdom, wrote an extraordinary story of motherhood by becoming the oldest mother in the country to give birth to quadruplets. Previously, she had 3 grown children and enjoyed a peaceful family life. The major turning point came after she turned 50 when she and her husband Stephen decided to use an inheritance from her late mother to try for another round of parenthood through in vitro fertilization, IVF. Inspired by her late mother's lifelong wish, who had always loved twins, Tracy initially hoped to welcome just 2 little angels. However, a hospital ultrasound brought an unimaginable surprise when the doctor revealed that she was carrying 4 babies. This rare event was both a tremendous joy and a shock for the entire family. The quadruplets, Francesca, Frederica, Grace, and George, were born safely, leaving medical experts astonished. Now, as the 4 children turn 6, life in their small home is filled with constant activity and laughter. The family situation becomes even more interesting as Tracy's older children have also started families, meaning some of her grandchildren are even older than their aunts and uncle among the quadruplets. When the story was widely shared across global media, Tracy faced a wave of mixed reactions and doubts about her ability to raise children at a later stage in life. With boundless love and positive energy, Tracy is showing the community that in the journey of parenthood, age is truly just a number when there is strong commitment and responsibility toward one's family. The life journey of Siri, a 20-year-old young woman, is a story of resilience in the face of hypophosphatasia, HPP, a rare brittle bone disease that caused her to suffer frequent bone and tooth fractures throughout her childhood. Officially diagnosed only at 17, she endured prolonged challenges, including nerve entrapment complications from an elbow injury at age 5, which she recently underwent surgery to correct. Currently, Siri is working hard with physical therapy to regain arm function while courageously using her medical diagnosis to dispel doubts, demonstrate her determination to overcome adversity, and inspire optimism across social media. In a remote village in Jharkhand, India, 18-year-old Mangli Munda took part in a unique tribal ritual by marrying a stray dog named Sheru. Arranged by the village elders and with her father's consent, the ceremony was performed with the spiritual belief that this act could ward off bad luck, believed to be following her, and protect the community's well-being. Despite participating in this symbolic event, Mangli looks toward the future with hope that the ritual will bring her a happy and peaceful life. What do you think about Mangli Munda's unusual story and this fascinating traditional ritual? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Hit like and subscribe to the channel to keep discovering more strange yet meaningful stories from around the world. Jacinto Bonilla, an 80-year-old man from New York, is a living legend in the fitness community, affectionately known as the Godfather of CrossFit. His life journey is a vivid testament to the power of perseverance, discipline, and an unbounded passion for physical training. Instead of traditional birthday celebrations, Jacinto chooses to mark each milestone with astonishing and grueling fitness challenges. Since his 69th birthday, he has maintained a unique personal tradition, performing a series of exercises with repetitions corresponding to his current age. On July 3rd, celebrating his 81st birthday, he amazed the world by completing a full challenge of 80 double unders, squats, push-ups, pull-ups, ball throws, kettlebell swings, and 90-pound lifts. Jacinto's endurance is not just a matter of physical strength, it symbolizes a mindset that transcends limits and a spirit that refuses to be subdued by age. His story continues to radiate positive energy, inspiring the community with a message of healthy living discipline and the desire to embrace life to the fullest in every moment. Chris, a courageous, 21-year-old young man, has chosen to redefine happiness despite being born with Mobius syndrome, a rare condition that prevents facial muscles from producing typical expressions. His youth was marked by unkind nicknames stemming from peers' lack of understanding, but these challenges forged an iron will within him. Instead of succumbing to his circumstances, he dedicated himself to funding a $300,000 smile surgery by launching an online business. With a current monthly revenue of $50,000, Chris discovered a true smile through his own professional success. The confidence he exudes, combined with his witty and intelligent way of handling public opinion, has made him a symbol of resilience, earning pride from his family and admiration from the global online community. Justice, 28, is bravely navigating a challenging journey with narcolepsy type 1, a rare neurological condition that prevents the body from regulating normal sleep-wake cycles. This disorder causes sudden bouts of sleepiness that can strike at any time of day, without warning even when she tries to maintain a proper rest schedule. These episodes not only disrupt her daily life, but also place Justice in awkward situations in public where she has sometimes been misunderstood as being inattentive or losing control of her actions. Feelings of hurt and embarrassment were inevitable, but Justice has been fortunate to have the unwavering support and protection of her family and younger sister Ava. Ava stays by her side to ensure her safety, shield her from judgmental stares, and make sure Justice is always treated with respect. It is this strong support that has helped Justice realize that life often depends greatly on the perspective from which it is viewed. Today, through her online advocacy, Justice is working to spread a powerful message to young people in similar situations. This condition cannot restrain your ambitions. She not only lives a meaningful life, but also strives to inspire others, showing that, despite health challenges, every individual can pursue their dreams and fully enjoy life in their own unique way. Lindsay and Jonathan are a couple who have overcome societal prejudices to celebrate their genuine love. At 22, Lindsay is often mistaken for a child due to her petite stature. This difference stems from a challenging period in her past when she was diagnosed with a rare form of cancer at just 5 years old. The treatment disrupted her hormonal system, affecting her growth and leaving her unable to grow taller than 1.47 meters. In their daily lives, the couple frequently faces stares and whispers because of their noticeable height difference. Jonathan stands at 1.78 meters, towering over Lindsay by a full head. Beyond that, they also endure numerous negative comments from ill-intentioned people on social media who frequently judge their relationship. However, instead of letting this pressure shake their bond, Lindsay and Jonathan choose to face it with strength. They share that although challenges arise, their deep love for each other helps them dismiss external judgment. The couple's story is proof that emotional connection matters far more than any physical standard, and they continue to write their own journey of happiness through understanding and compassion. Maisie Colton, an inspiring 8-year-old girl, has faced a courageous journey battling Treacher-Collins syndrome, a rare genetic disorder affecting the development of facial bones and tissues. Despite struggling with breathing and hearing difficulties and undergoing a total of 29 surgeries since birth, Maisie has maintained an admirable, optimistic spirit. Her mother proudly affirms that her daughter is one of the happiest children in the world. Maisie's story is a powerful source of inspiration, showcasing resilience and the joy of life in the face of adversity. At only 14 months old, Oakley Lynch has become a powerful, inspiring icon by proving that any physical differences cannot stop joy and confidence. Born with symbrachydactyly, which caused his right arm to develop incompletely, Oakley once caused his parents to fall into a state of shock and extreme anxiety about the future ahead. However, this adorable boy has shattered all fears with a brilliant, optimistic spirit, turning a congenital flaw into a proud, distinct mark in the modern world. Currently, Oakley is a booming child fashion star on Instagram, attracting more than 15,000 followers thanks to his stylish flair and captivating charisma in every frame. With the account named at Mayo Ackley Dokley, the boy not only receives love and countless gifts every day, but also spreads a profound humanistic message about cherishing one's unique self. Oakley's journey is a vivid testament showing that true confidence and style always come from within, urging us to bravely overcome prejudice, to write our own brilliant life stories. Jacqueline Rodriguez is a living medical phenomenon, shattering all grim predictions of not being able to live past the age of 1. Carrying lymphatic malformations that caused her face and body to be covered in rare tumors, this 16-year-old girl must face a reality without a voice and the inability to eat or drink like a normal person. However, behind the iPad that assists her communication and the feeding tube that sustains her life is a heart of steel, transforming physical flaws into a springboard to reach heights that even healthy people would admire. Instead of withdrawing into the shadows, Jacqueline chooses to burn brightly with passion while playing tennis, learning the guitar, and preparing to graduate from university at the age of 17, a shocking and proud milestone. Her dream of becoming a nurse at the prestigious Stanford University is not just a personal goal, but a steel-firm affirmation. Adversity may shape one's form, but the desire to contribute is what defines the future. Does Jacqueline's determination inspire you? Hit like, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to follow her journey. Behind the peaceful image of a family enjoying a day out along Graveney Beach in Kent lies the deeply committed journey of Mark and Annie Montague as they support their twin sons, Samuel and Jacob. Since the brothers were identified at the age of 2 as needing specialized developmental support, the family's daily life changed dramatically, requiring extraordinary patience, dedication, and adaptability. While the sight of the 11-year-old twins happily chasing the waves may reflect the image of a picture-perfect family, the reality behind their home life has involved immense commitment and countless adjustments to meet their unique needs. To help keep their children safe while supporting steady progress in everyday routines, Mark and Annie took proactive steps to create a highly customized home environment tailored to their family's specific needs. Their house is surrounded by tall fencing and strong protective barriers, not to separate the children from the outside world, but to create a secure space that gives the family greater peace of mind and allows the boys to move about more safely and confidently. Inside the home, every detail has been carefully considered. Doors are kept securely locked, phones are stored in a wooden box placed out of reach, and the furniture has been kept to a minimum with only essential items such as a table, a few chairs, and a sofa remaining. These seemingly small adjustments reflect the family's quiet dedication and deep love, showing how far parents are willing to adapt their living space to create the safest, most stable, and most supportive environment possible for their children to grow and thrive. Claudia Scanlon, born and raised in Dublin, Ireland, is a powerful testament to extraordinary courage and an unbreakable spirit in the face of life's toughest challenges. From the very first days of her life, Claudia was diagnosed with an extremely rare genetic condition called epidermolysis bullosa, commonly known as butterfly skin syndrome. This unique medical condition makes her skin incredibly fragile, highly sensitive, and easily injured by even the slightest touch or the smallest everyday contact. To protect her body, Claudia has had to undergo extremely strict medical care routines, including full-body cleaning and bandage changes that can take many hours each day with the support of medical professionals and her family. Her childhood and teenage years were marked by difficult moments as her physical differences made it challenging to fit in, often leaving her to face isolation and curious stares from those around her. Yet even in those darkest times, instead of surrendering to adversity, this resilient young woman found a light of hope within herself when she discovered a deep passion for makeup artistry. Beginning her journey with this art form at the age of 13, Claudia used the world of color as a powerful form of emotional healing, allowing her to express her personality and natural talent. Despite the severe limitations in hand mobility caused by her condition, she never stopped learning and refining her skills, eventually becoming an exceptional makeup artist and special effects creator who captured the attention and admiration of a large following across social media platforms. Far beyond a personal hobby, she turned her dream into reality by officially stepping into the professional world of the beauty industry, shattering outdated stereotypes about the working capabilities of people with physical differences. Alongside her flourishing artistic career, Claudia has also become a passionate social advocate and a proud ambassador for the charity organization Deborah Ireland. She courageously stepped into the spotlight, appearing on numerous nationally recognized television programs to raise her voice and represent her community. Claudia's heartfelt and deeply personal stories have not only helped raise public awareness about butterfly skin syndrome, but have also contributed to fundraising efforts that support patients and advance scientific research in the search for improved treatments. Claudia Scanlon's life journey is a truly beautiful story of survival, the extraordinary power of family love, and an unwavering desire to make a meaningful difference. Her story carries a priceless message that even the greatest limitations can be overcome when a person is guided by faith, courage, and optimism. What does Claudia's story make you think about the power of determination and faith? Leave a comment, hit like, and subscribe to help us share more meaningful and inspiring stories. Standing at just 1 meter tall due to dwarfism, Kelsey frequently faces the struggle of being mistaken for a child, leading to unfounded assumptions about her competence and maturity. Behind her small frame, however, lies a resilient spirit and nerves of steel, ready to challenge every misconception to assert her status as a grown woman. She doesn't just fight for her own fairness, but has become a voice educating the community to never judge a person's intellect or worth by the measurement of their height. Kelsey's story is a sharp reminder that a person's true stature is measured by will and action, not by the numbers on a physical ruler. Melinda Bird, a 40-year-old woman from Utah, was born with a rare congenital condition known as sacral agenesis, which affects the development of the lower spine. Despite significant physical challenges, she has embraced life with extraordinary energy and a passion for adventure, enjoying activities such as off-road driving, boating, surfing, and other high-energy outdoor experiences. Her remarkable story has inspired many, highlighting a life defined not by limitations but by determination, enthusiasm, and a fearless approach to living life to the fullest. Despite living an adventurous and active life, Melinda had not experienced dating or romantic relationships for many years, which made this part of her journey especially personal and meaningful. Choosing to step into the dating world became one of the most courageous adventures of her life, a search not just for companionship but for genuine connection and happiness. Melinda's story is an inspiring reminder that self-confidence, openness, and determination can help people pursue meaningful relationships and personal fulfillment, regardless of the challenges they may face. A survival chance of just 5% would seem like the end for almost anyone, but for Tiffany Adams, it became the beginning of an extraordinary story of resilience and renewal. At just 17 years old, she was involved in a devastating car accident so severe that emergency responders initially believed there was no hope. Yet after approximately 30 hours of intensive surgery and weeks in a coma, Tiffany defied overwhelming odds and began an incredible journey of recovery, proving just how powerful the human will to survive can be. Returning from that life-changing experience with lasting physical challenges and relying on a wheelchair, Tiffany refused to let her circumstances define her future. Rather than becoming consumed by hardship, she chose to face reality with extraordinary determination, resilience, and a remarkably positive spirit. With unwavering commitment, she began pushing herself through continuous physical training, transforming what many might see as a limitation into a foundation for new ambitions, personal growth, and achievements she once may have thought impossible. Tiffany Adams's extraordinary journey of training and perseverance helped her become a recognized figure in fitness, a popular content creator, and an inspiring public personality known to audiences around the world. Through her videos sharing daily life workouts and personal experiences, she has offered not only engaging content, but also meaningful encouragement about overcoming adversity and embracing resilience. Her story powerfully demonstrates that physical limitations do not define a person's spirit, ambition, or ability to move forward and create something meaningful for others. Tiffany's remarkable story of resilience has become a powerful source of motivation for countless people facing major life challenges around the world. Her journey reminds us that true strength is measured not by circumstances, but by the courage to face adversity and the confidence to keep moving forward. Her story encourages compassion, perseverance, and a greater appreciation for the different paths people walk, showing that resilience and hope can inspire meaningful change in the lives of others. At the age of 5, while other children continued to grow, Allie Chapman's body unexpectedly stopped developing, leaving her height at just 102 centimeters and shaping a life unlike what many would expect. For a long time, she had to navigate a world filled with misunderstanding, unwanted attention, and assumptions based solely on appearance. Many saw only her physical differences without recognizing the determination and strength that existed beneath the surface. Behind her small stature was a resilient spirit, ready to challenge expectations and define life on her own terms. Amid the dramatic sets of the blockbuster I Am Legend, Ali Chapman stepped into a world where appearances often shape first impressions, but she arrived with the mindset of a true professional, ready to do the work. Rather than allowing insecurity to hold her back, she embraced her uniqueness and transformed it into a defining strength that opened doors in the entertainment industry. With every scene she performed and every confident moment in front of the camera, Ali challenged conventional expectations and proved that talent, determination, and presence can leave a lasting impact far beyond appearance. The striking contrast between Ali Chapman's small physical stature and her remarkable determination sends a powerful message about challenging narrow assumptions. Her story is not simply about working in the spotlight, it is a meaningful lesson in courage, self-worth, and resilience. Ali shows that physical size has never been a measure of a person's potential talent or strength of character. When people stop defining themselves by limitations and begin embracing what makes them unique, obstacles can become opportunities, and even the most unexpected journeys can turn into something truly extraordinary. The extraordinary journeys of the 20 individuals we've explored together are not only a testament to the marvels of medicine, but also an enduring anthem of unwavering human resilience. Their stories remind us that when the spirit is strong and belief is steadfast, every obstacle becomes a stepping stone to soar higher. Thank you for joining us in this video. Be sure to hit like, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe so we can continue spreading even more extraordinary and inspiring stories together. There are people who step into the world with appearances so unique that a single glance can make others stop in their tracks. But behind these extraordinary faces, bodies, and destinies lie not just curiosity, but stories of resilience, hardship, courage, and the longing to live like everyone else. In today's video, we'll explore 20 individuals with rare physical traits, people who have amazed the world while also sending a powerful message about the true value of humanity. What do you think defines a person's true beauty, outer appearance, or inner strength? Watch until the end of the video to fully experience each story. And don't forget to hit like and leave a comment sharing your thoughts. If you enjoy these unique, emotional, and inspiring journeys, subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss the upcoming videos. The life journey of Andy. A young man born deaf with Goldenhar syndrome is a touching story of brotherhood and resilience in the face of challenges. Confronted with significant barriers to communication and social integration, Andy has always had a steadfast support in his older brother, Jameson, who was born with Treacher-Collins syndrome. More than just a close companion, Jameson serves as a devoted interpreter, helping Andy connect with the world around him. Their deep bond and mutual understanding have become a tremendous source of strength, enabling them to overcome life's obstacles together and share a meaningful message about family love. Javier Botet was born in Spain and is now recognized as one of the most unique actors in world cinema. At the age of 5, he was diagnosed with Marfan syndrome, a rare genetic condition affecting the body's connective tissue. This syndrome gave Javier extremely distinctive physical traits: an impressive height of up to 2 meters, a slender frame, elongated fingers and toes, and joints with extraordinary flexibility far beyond that of an average person. Instead of letting his unique health condition become a barrier, Javier Botet made a courageous decision to turn it into a one-of-a-kind artistic advantage. He moved to Madrid to pursue his passions in art, painting, and cinema. A major breakthrough came when horror filmmakers discovered his extraordinary body movement abilities. Without relying heavily on CGI technology, Javier could perform complex physical poses on his own, creating incredibly realistic and striking visual effects on screen. Javier Botet's fame quickly reached international levels as he appeared in numerous globally acclaimed films, such as the Rec series, Mama, The Conjuring 2, It, and Slender Man. On set, he consistently demonstrated professionalism, patiently sitting for hours to undergo complex makeup processes. Javier Botet's life journey is a vivid testament to courage and a positive mindset, offering powerful inspiration on embracing one's unique traits to overcome adversity and achieve remarkable success. Eli Thompson wrote a story of extraordinary resilience from the moment he was born, with the extremely rare congenital Arrhynia syndrome. Being born without a nose or nasal passage was not only a major medical challenge, but also the beginning of an arduous journey. Despite facing difficulties in breathing and development, Eli always kept a radiant smile and eyes full of hope. His presence serves as a reminder that even when facing the toughest adversities, life still shines in a powerful and magical way. Eli's family devoted all their love to accompany him in overcoming the barriers caused by this defect. They turned their home into an environment filled with love, acceptance, and understanding. Instead of letting medical diagnoses define their child's future, Eli's parents chose to focus on every happy moment he brought. The unconditional love of his family was the foundation for Eli to grow up with confidence, proving that the bond of loved ones can soothe every wound. Despite his different appearance, Eli was a boy full of personality and a thirst for learning. He proved that communicating and interacting with the world does not just depend on standard physical norms. Eli's resilience in adapting to the world around him has inspired millions. His story is a vivid testament to human potential in overcoming adversity, teaching us profound lessons about patience and valuing every breath and heartbeat of life each day. The spiritual legacy Eli left behind goes beyond the scope of a medical story. It has become a hymn of intense vitality. He helped the community change its perception of those born with rare defects, promoting a spirit of tolerance and respect for individual diversity. Eli's short life left an eternal message: every human being who comes into this world is a special gift. Live fully, love sincerely, and never stop spreading positive light to those around us. JJ is a remarkably brave young boy who has written a fairy tale story of miraculous survival following a horrific accident at just 22 months old. Despite enduring severe injuries and undergoing dozens of painful reconstructive surgeries, this 4-year-old maintains an optimistic, intelligent, and joyful spirit. JJ's journey is not only one of physical recovery, but also a powerful testament to the extraordinary resilience of a young warrior, overcoming darkness to shine brightly. The companionship, protection, and boundless love from his family helped JJ overcome massive trauma, turning harsh challenges into powerful motivation. The young boy's story has become an endless source of inspiration about courage and a fierce will to live for everyone. JJ has proven to the world that no matter how difficult the circumstances, the human spirit can always remain radiant, resilient, and plant the seeds of hope for a bright future ahead. Iman and Sancha Mowat are British conjoined twins who made medical history with their miraculously successful separation surgery. Despite facing brutal challenges since birth and dealing with severe impacts on their mobility, the two sisters resiliently overcame adversity to build independent lives with the help of prosthetic legs. Their extraordinary journey is a powerful story of inspiring family bonds, a fierce will to live, and a longing for freedom, proving that no physical barrier can stop human progress. Do not just watch this story as passing entertainment, because the resilience of Iman and Sancha is a mirror reflecting the strength hidden inside your very self. What is your greatest challenge right now? And is it truly terrifying compared to the journey of seeking freedom by these British spine-conjoined sisters? Share your own story or perspective right under the comments to empower the community. If your heart was just moved by this fierce will to live, press like and subscribe to the channel to join us on the road to discovering the next vivid symbols of courage. John Allaire once experienced severe obesity, with a peak weight of up to 540 pounds, about 245 kilograms, forcing him to wear 8XL shirts and get weighed at a fish market because regular scales could not handle the load. Thanks to his determination and extraordinary effort in a strict fitness program, the 27-year-old man lost 310 pounds, about 140 kilograms, to bring his body down to 230 pounds. John's resilient story of overcoming adversity not only completely changed his life, but also became a powerful source of inspiration. However, his rapid weight loss left him with a massive 13-pound, nearly 6 kilograms excess of skin around his torso and arms. After undergoing surgery to remove the extra skin and reshape his body, he overcame this final challenge to embrace a healthier and more confident life. John's relentless perseverance and determination have shown the community that there are no limits to what a person can achieve when facing life's greatest obstacles. Rob Mendez shattered every boundary regarding the concept of limits when he became a highly respected American football coach. Despite being born with tetra amelia syndrome, a condition that left him without arms or legs, instead of letting his physical impairment become an obstacle to his dreams, he dedicated his youth to studying tactics and understanding every heartbeat of the sport. For Rob, the field is not just a place for competition, but a vast lecture hall where he teaches young players about strategic thinking, discipline, and loyalty to their personal goals. Each training session under his guidance is a valuable lesson in adaptation and creative thinking. Although he cannot directly handle the ball or demonstrate techniques with arms and legs, Rob possesses a sharp observational ability and superb management skills that unify players into a cohesive force. His presence on the sidelines is not just a symbol of resilience, but a testament that when the heart is passionate enough and the mind sharp enough, every adversity is merely a stepping stone for humans to reach new heights. The pinnacle of his coaching career is not measured by prestigious trophies, but by how he transforms ordinary players into champions of spirit. Rob Mendez does not teach his students how to avoid failure, but how to face it with the spirit of a true warrior. His story has spread across the world, becoming a source of positive energy for those standing on the verge of giving up, helping them realize that everyone can lead their life to victory if they know how to maximize their inner potential. The more he immersed himself in his career, the more Rob proved that one does not need physical perfection to make a profound impact on the world around them. He serves as a profound reminder that character is forged through the times we strive to overcome adversity to do what we love. With the fire of passion still burning brightly on the field, Rob Mendez is not just a coach, but a guide for dreams just beginning to bloom. His journey continues, inspiring others, individuals ready to stand up and write a new, proud chapter for their own lives. Tao Porchon Lynch is an American yoga legend born in 1918, recognized by the Guinness World Records as the world's oldest yoga teacher with over 70 years of practice and 56 years of teaching. Despite being 96 years old, she was still full of energy, regularly leading classes for students decades younger than her at her New York studio. Not stopping there, at age 85, she continued to challenge herself with competitive ballroom dancing and joined her 26-year-old dance partner in rigorous training sessions requiring high flexibility. Despite major health barriers such as undergoing a total hip replacement surgery and suffering a broken wrist, Tao Porchon Lynch always maintained an optimistic spirit and resiliently overcame adversity. She woke up every day thinking it would be the best day of her life, becoming a powerful source of inspiration for longevity and healthy living for millions around the world. Her story is a profound educational testament to timeless willpower, proving that the human spirit never has limits. Cassandra Naud is a talented professional dancer who always shines on stage with a burning passion for dance. The unique feature that defines her identity is a natural pigmented birthmark located under her left eye. Instead of trying to hide or remove it as many might expect, Cassandra has chosen to love and cherish her difference. She sees it as a natural part of what makes her beauty unique, helping her stand out and feel more confident whenever she appears before the public. Many have wondered why she didn't choose medical procedures to remove the birthmark. But Cassandra's answer is always firm and empowering. She believes that the features deemed imperfect by society are exactly what create a unique story for every individual. Instead of hiding from curious gazes, she chooses to smile and focus on refining her talent. This attitude has transformed prejudice into admiration, leading audiences to appreciate not only her dance movements, but also the character of the artist behind them. Beyond the stage of a dancer, her journey has become a powerful rallying cry for anyone still struggling to embrace who they truly are. What if tomorrow you decided to stop hiding the imperfections that society chooses to label? Cassandra Naud's story is a resounding testament that your differences are the very passport that leads you to true freedom. Do you have the courage to fully embrace your uniqueness just as she has? Take a leap of bravery. Leave your thoughts in the comments section below. Hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss a source of life-changing inspiration. Your own story begins at this very moment. Amy Deanna is the first model with vitiligo to make history by becoming the face of the famous cosmetics brand CoverGirl. This autoimmune condition causes skin pigment cells to be destroyed, creating patchy, discolored skin areas that once forced her to face immense social stigma. Instead of feeling insecure or hiding the unique spots on her body, Amy courageously stepped onto the fashion runway to firmly assert her own distinctive and authentic identity. Amy Deanna's proud appearance in major advertising campaigns shattered strict standards and outdated prejudices about traditional beauty within the entertainment industry. Her journey of overcoming physical barriers offers a profound educational lesson on diversity, encouraging the younger generation to practice self-love and embrace their innate differences. This resilient story not only opened a new chapter for her career, but also became a powerful source of inspiration regarding life willpower for the community. By confidently shining in front of the camera, Amy turned her skin imperfections into a symbol of courage and relentless determination to rise above all ironic adversities. She proved to the world that true beauty always emanates from confidence and a resilient spirit deep within the human soul. Note that all information regarding skin pigmentation syndromes in this content is for educational reference only and does not substitute for professional medical diagnoses. When Noah Wall's story began in the UK, doctors prepared for the worst-case scenario as the baby was born with just 2% of his brain tissue due to severe hydrocephalus. Medical predictions at the time suggested that this child would likely not survive, or if he did, would remain in a permanent vegetative state. Yet, rising above all limitations and standard laws of medicine, an unprecedented miracle silently took place within this young warrior's body. Over time, brain scans revealed that Noah's brain had miraculously regenerated, filling his skull and reaching 80% of normal capacity, to the absolute astonishment of the entire medical community. This unbelievable revival could not be separated from the resilient, tearful journey and boundless love provided by Noah's parents. They refused to give up, continuously stimulating his mind and applying specialized developmental therapies to help their son explore the world around him. Thanks to that monumental protection, from a boy predicted to never see, hear, or speak, Noah gradually learned to sit up, chat playfully, and even practice walking. This miraculous recovery process offers a profound educational lesson on the infinite potential of human beings, proving that love is the most powerful medicine to nurture life. Noah Wall's resilient presence turned him into a vivid symbol of a fierce will to live, spreading immense inspiration to millions of people globally. His story not only provides noble, humane entertainment, but also opens new perspectives for neuroscience regarding the body's self-healing capabilities. Despite remaining physical barriers, Noah always maintains a radiant smile, an admirable optimistic spirit, and a desire to learn every single day. The young boy has proven to the world that even when the chance is just 2%, human determination can still right the unthinkable. The narrative of Noah's life continues to take longer strides as the boy constantly challenges himself with new developmental milestones, planting seeds of hope for families with young children facing medical adversity. This journey reminds the community to cherish the value of faith and infinite perseverance in the face of life's storms. Please note that all medical information and neuroscientific data mentioned in this content are for educational reference only and absolutely do not substitute for diagnoses, treatment plans, or advice from specialized doctors. Hailing from Texas, USA. A woman named Tanya Herbert caught international media attention for possessing an incredibly unique physical trait with a foot length of over 33 centimeters. This extraordinary measurement officially earned her a spot in the Guinness World Records for the world's largest feet on a living female. With a towering height of nearly 2 meters and requiring the largest men's shoe sizes, Tanya once experienced many inconveniences in daily life, especially finding female shoes that fit her. Instead of feeling insecure or closing herself off from the talk and curious stares of those around her, Tanya courageously faced her uniqueness and turned it into a symbol of confidence. She utilized her world record fame to connect with fashion brands, speaking out powerfully to encourage the manufacturing of diverse clothing and footwear sizes for plus-sized women. This journey carries a profound educational meaning about respecting personal identity, inspiring everyone to boldly love and take pride in their original bodies. Tanya's resilience and positive attitude toward life not only bring laughter and wholesome entertainment to fans, but also spread immense inspiration to the community about an optimistic spirit rising above adversity. She proved that unique traits are never barriers holding humans back from living a fulfilling life and contributing good values to society. Please note that all information regarding body metrics and anatomy mentioned in this content is for educational reference only, fully complying with community policies and encouraging no dangerous behavior. That hospital room held more than doctors and medical equipment. It became the setting for a decision many adults would struggle to make. Ethan D'Amato, living with neurofibromatosis type 1, NF1, had already faced challenges far beyond what most children ever experience. His condition caused severe tumors to develop on his face, significantly affecting his daily life. When surgery was presented as an option, it was not simply a medical procedure. It was a turning point that could potentially reshape Ethan's future forever. What made this story extraordinary was that Ethan viewed the decision differently from what many might expect. The surgery could potentially change his appearance, but it also carried the risk of permanent nerve damage that might affect his ability to smile and show facial expressions. For many people, appearance might seem like the first priority, but Ethan chose to protect something that held deeper meaning for him. At such a young age, he demonstrated remarkable wisdom in understanding that joy, emotional expression, and human connection can matter far more than outward standards of appearance. Ethan's story is not about rejecting medicine or resisting change. It is about the right to choose what matters most to you. In a world that often places enormous value on appearance, his decision reminds us that human worth cannot be measured by looks alone. Ethan became an inspiration not simply because of his condition, but because of the courage he showed in listening to his inner voice despite pressure and fear. Sometimes, the greatest form of resilience is not changing yourself to fit in, but preserving the very things that make you who you are. Hailing from California, USA, a young woman named Chanel Tapper astonished the world with an incredibly unique physical trait, a tongue measuring 9.7 centimeters long. This extraordinary measurement, taken from the tip of the tongue to the middle of the upper lip, officially earned her a spot in the Guinness World Records for the world's longest tongue. This innate physical difference quickly captured intense media and public attention, turning an ordinary girl into the center of social media discussions. Facing sudden fame, along with many curious stares and rude comments, Chanel never chose to hide or feel insecure about her appearance. Instead, the young woman courageously embraced this one-of-a-kind gift with an extremely open-minded, confident attitude filled with positive energy. Chanel's resilience was clearly shown through how comfortably she shared her images and interacted with fans, turning the invisible pressure of public opinion into a solid advantage to assert her own unique identity. Chanel Tapper's journey into the spotlight carries a profound educational message about respecting body diversity and breaking conventional standard prejudices. She turned a distinctive trait that could easily have been teased into a source of immense pride, proving that being different is not a barrier but a launching pad if we know how to appreciate ourselves. Her story offers wholesome entertainment, spreading laughter and powerfully inspiring youth with self-confidence, encouraging everyone to boldly own their inherent uniqueness. Would you choose to hide in the shadows when talked about by others? Or would you turn your inherent unique trait into a world record launching pad to step into the light just like Chanel? This young woman proved that public pressure or rude comments are merely tests for nerves of steel and an open-minded life attitude. Do you have enough courage to embrace and love your body's imperfections or differences as proudly as she did? Share your most authentic perspective in the comments section below to empower the community. Do not forget to press like on the video and subscribe to the channel today so you never miss the next powerfully inspiring documentary features. The day Dean Clifford was born, his future seemed overshadowed by heartbreaking predictions. Doctors believed he might not survive beyond early childhood because of epidermolysis bullosa, EB, a rare genetic disorder that makes the skin extraordinarily fragile and vulnerable to severe injury from even minor contact. For many, that would have felt like a devastating sentence from the very beginning of life. But Dean did not grow into a symbol of despair. Day by day, he quietly began rewriting his own story through resilience that went far beyond expectations. Living with EB was not only a physical challenge, but a journey that demanded extraordinary mental strength. Everyday tasks that most people take for granted could become major obstacles for someone living with this condition. Yet Dean refused to let his diagnosis define the entirety of who he was. Reaching the age of 38 became a milestone that amazed many, especially given that his condition was among the most severe ever documented. His journey reminds us that human resilience can sometimes go far beyond what early predictions ever imagined. What makes Dean inspiring is not simply that he surpassed a statistic, but the way he faced life with resilience every single day. His story is not about glorifying miracles, but about reminding us that human worth is never defined by physical limitations. In a world often obsessed with outward perfection, Dean offers a powerful lesson in courage, adaptation, and enduring determination. Sometimes, the greatest victory is not living an easy life. It is continuing to move forward when life has never been easy at all. Edmer B. Sisson once underestimated what seemed like ordinary tooth pain. But the condition quickly became severe. A dental abscess became seriously infected, spreading swelling and damage, directly threatening his health and life. Rather than giving up, Edmer sought timely medical help, underwent persistent treatment, and endured the pain, proving that the power of human will can overcome even the harshest challenges. These serious complications serve not only as a warning about the importance of oral health care, but also as a lesson in resilience. Through each painful day of treatment, Edmer not only regained his physical health, but also strengthened his patience and confidence in facing challenges. His story has become a source of inspiration, reminding us to value our bodies, take proactive steps in caring for our health, and never give up in the face of life's obstacles. Jerlin is a young woman from Sultan Kudarat who faced a life-changing tragedy when her face was severely disfigured in a fire accident. The severe burns left not only physical scars, but also tested her spirit and self-confidence. Before the accident, Jerlin sensed subtle premonitions, as if an invisible warning hinted at the challenges ahead. Instead of letting the trauma defeat her, she persevered through recovery, sought medical care, and strengthened her spirit, transforming her pain into motivation to live optimistically and inspire those around her. On the basketball court, where height is often considered a major advantage, Stephen Ludwig, better known to many as Steve-O, captured attention in a way all his own. Standing around 5 feet 1 inch and living with Maffucci syndrome, a rare disorder that affects bone development, Steve-O grew up with significant physical differences, including one leg being much shorter than the other and asymmetry in his arms. But instead of seeing that as the end of athletic dreams, he turned sports into a place to prove that limits are sometimes shaped more by perspective than by circumstance. Steve-O's childhood involved far more than physical challenges. At just 7 years old, he also faced myeloid leukemia and was given extremely difficult survival odds. For many people, that alone would have been overwhelming. But Steve-O found freedom through sports. From playing golf with his father to shooting basketballs on the court, athletics gradually became the place where he built confidence and rediscovered the joy of fully living. That mindset helped him refuse to let circumstances define either his identity or his future. Inspired by Kobe Bryant and known for his energetic sense of humor, Steve-O now does more than play basketball. He shares his journey with millions on social media. What makes him inspiring is not his attempt to become like everyone else, but his ability to transform what some once viewed as disadvantages into a powerful personal identity. Steve-O's story reminds us that resilience does not always appear in dramatic moments of crisis. Sometimes it lives in the decision to keep chasing passion, embrace your differences, and make the most of the life you have. A sudden jaw pain while running completely turned Lorenz Drie's life upside down, thrusting him into a life-or-death battle with a vicious form of cancer. The harsh verdict forced him to remove part of his jaw and endure more than 30 excruciating surgeries. For 2 grueling years, while many would have given up after being unable to eat solid food and essentially living in hospitals, Lorenz made a decision that astonished every doctor. He maintained an intense exercise regimen right from his hospital bed, fighting fiercely to reclaim his life. Look at the deep scars etched on Lorenz's altered face to see a completely different perspective on the definition of beauty and strength. Instead of hiding from the world or collapsing over his changed appearance, he courageously brought his story to YouTube as a message of wholesome entertainment and profound education on the value of perseverance. Lorenz's videos not only record an extraordinary recovery journey, but also become a lighthouse illuminating faith, inspiring powerful life resilience for millions facing adversity worldwide. Medicine may have taken Lorenz's jaw, but it could never conquer his iron will and the blazing passion within him. His journey through the storm stands as a powerful testament that true human strength does not lie in perfect appearances, but is forged in the way we face and stand firm against life's harshest challenges. Let Lorenz's story remind us that when the spirit holds a desire strong enough, all physical barriers become meaningless on the path to reaching brilliant heights. Does Lorenz's story make you believe that human willpower can overcome any limit? Share your thoughts below, hit like, and subscribe to the channel to keep following inspiring journeys of courage and resilience like this. Turning the pain of exclusion into extraordinary motivation. Cyrus Dahl, a boy with cerebral palsy in Wellington, achieved a remarkable feat that changed his entire community. Refusing to accept rejection from authorities due to lack of funding, Cyrus used his advanced tech skills, operating a computer mouse with his feet, to launch a nationwide fundraising campaign. His perseverance and intelligence not only brought inclusive swings for children with disabilities, but also earned him the prestigious Welly Award, proving a powerful truth. When determination is strong enough, no physical barrier can stop you from creating a better world. Imagine the shock when every inch of youthful skin is suddenly overtaken by a cruel genetic syndrome, turning a 16-year-old boy's appearance into a haunting medical mystery. Mithun Chauhan not only suffers the pain of massive tumors ravaging his body, but also faces a fierce psychological battle as the world around him gradually pulls away. This is a bitter betrayal by nature, where a teenager is forced to grow up in solitude and learn to live with a physical form that even he can hardly recognize. However, hidden beneath that shell of cruel marks lies a will of steel quietly asserting its proud existence. Mithun does not let physical imperfections drown his dreams. Instead, he chooses to confront them head-on to prove that a person's value lies in the depth of their soul, not the smoothness of their skin. His journey is a powerful flame of inspiration, reminding us that even when pushed to the edge of destiny, we can still find light if we are brave enough not to give up on ourselves. Curtis Zy Keith Means entered medical history as a living testament to miracles and the fierce will to survive. Born in Alabama at just 21 weeks and 1 day old, the baby boy weighed a mere 420 grams and had a survival chance of less than 1%. However, defying the most pessimistic predictions of doctors, this tiny warrior bravely fought day by day in the intensive care unit. His miraculous survival brought overwhelming joy to his family, shattered previous limits of modern medicine, and was officially recognized by Guinness World Records as the most premature baby on Earth to ever survive. Imagine a tiny life weighing less than half a kilogram, facing a tangle of tubes and complications that could claim it at any moment. Yet Curtis defied the odds in a miraculous comeback, turning the impossible into reality and proving that the human will to survive knows no limits. This story is not only a remarkable lesson in the wonders of medical science, but also a powerful inspiration for anyone feeling stuck in adversity. Witnessing a record-breaking premature infant stand strong and smile at the world reminds us that every challenge in life can be overcome as long as the flame of determination never goes out. A car erupted into fierce flames by the roadside, and an 18-year-old boy stepped out with a completely disfigured face. His skin deeply burned, and his facial bone structure shattered after a catastrophic accident. That was the exact moment James Partridge witnessed his life take a dark turn, where stigmatizing stares and social avoidance became a daily torment for his mind. But instead of hiding in the shadows of self-pity, James made a decision that completely flipped the script by directly facing his scars. He turned his physical pain into a burning passion for action, founding the organization Changing Faces to launch an even-handed battle for the rights of those with facial disfigurements. James Partridge proved to the entire world that inner bravery and character are the ultimate measures defining a human being, not the outer shell. Until his very last breath, he continuously pushed for educational media campaigns, forcing society and mainstream media to shift their perspectives and respect the diversity of human appearance. James's story serves as a powerful source of positive energy, igniting hope and survival will for millions of people with facial differences globally. This extraordinary journey reminds us that scars are not the end, but can completely become the ultimate symbol of a resilient will and a beautifully impactful life. The stories we've just seen remind us that a different appearance never defines a person's true worth. What truly deserves respect is their resilience, courage, and the way they keep living and smiling despite facing stares, judgment, and countless challenges. Which story impressed you the most in today's video? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Hit like if you found this video meaningful, and don't forget to subscribe. There are faces that make people stop in their tracks after just a single glance. Appearances so unusual that many people would struggle to believe they're real. But the most astonishing part isn't how they look, it's the extraordinary stories hidden behind each of them. In today's video, you'll discover 20 remarkable individuals you may have never seen before. Stories that will not only surprise you, but may completely change the way you see life. Before we begin, if you enjoy powerful real-life stories that are emotional, fascinating, and deeply inspiring, don't forget to hit like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next captivating videos. And tell us in the comments, can we ever truly understand a person's worth based only on first impressions? Let's get started right now. Julian Molina is a remarkably resilient athlete who has proven that human determination can rise above physical limitations through his deep passion for BMX riding. Born and raised with the absence of one leg from an early age, Julian never allowed that difference to become a barrier to pursuing what he loved. His journey was not built on ease, but on thousands of hours of hard training, extraordinary patience, and an unwavering optimistic spirit. From his very first experiences learning to ride, he had to adapt and develop his own unique techniques to control the bike without the support of two legs. His passion for BMX led him to training grounds where he not only learned to perform impressive tricks and stunts, but also became part of a highly creative and supportive community. His exceptional bike control and fearless performances quickly captured the attention of both professionals and fans alike. Rather than hiding his physical difference, Julian embraced it as part of his identity, inspiring countless viewers around the world through video platforms. Every video he shares is not only a display of extraordinary skill, but also a powerful statement of confidence, pride, and determination in the face of adversity. Through his dedication to sport, Julian Molina has become an inspiring figure within the disability community, frequently participating in events and speaking engagements to spread the message of never giving up on your dreams, no matter how difficult the circumstances. He is not only an outstanding BMX athlete, but also a motivational speaker and a source of inspiration for younger generations. Julian's story reminds us that physical differences do not define a person's worth. What truly shapes success is a strong mindset and persistent action. Today, Julian continues his journey on his bike, constantly improving his skills, delivering breathtaking performances, and bringing hope and encouragement to anyone facing challenges in life. Samira Benhar faced facial fibrous dysplasia, which caused uncontrolled bone tumors and severe facial disfigurement, yet she never gave up faith in a brighter future. With extraordinary resilience and persistence throughout her treatment, she overcame both physical pain and self-consciousness to find herself again after challenging reconstructive surgeries. Her journey is not only a story of physical rebirth, but also a profound educational lesson in courage, reminding us that an iron will and an optimistic spirit can help humans triumph over the harshest adversities to reach happiness and fulfillment in life. Kayla Yakov is shaking the motorcycling world by defeating experienced opponents at speeds of 130 miles per hour at only 10 years old. A burning passion since the age of 5 drove her onto the professional track just months after convincing her father to let her take the handlebars for the first time. Currently, she is not only a child phenomenon, but also a symbol of courage, breaking all prejudices about age and limits to reach dramatic heights of speed. With a series of prestigious titles in hand, Kayla is steadily stepping on the path to becoming a true professional racer and asserting her position on the international stage. Her story is steel-clad proof that success never waits for age if we dare to pursue passion to the end with discipline and iron will. Note: high-speed racing is a dangerous activity, only to be performed by professionally trained individuals under strict supervision and with full protective gear at standard racetracks. Luang Pho Yai was a highly respected Thai monk who gained global recognition through videos capturing his daily life at the monastery. Despite his advanced age, he maintained a calm and peaceful presence, becoming a symbol of serenity and wisdom for millions of social media followers. His journey was not one of noise or spectacle, but one that spread through sincerity, simplicity, and his warm smile, bringing comfort and emotional peace to viewers around the world. Although Luang Pho Yai passed away before his 110th birthday, his life continues to leave behind a beautiful message about resilience, inner peace, and the power of genuine human connection. Mba Gotho, whose real name was Saparman Soedimejo, was a legendary figure from Indonesia who became widely known around the world for his remarkable claimed longevity. Born in central Java, his life was said to span many important historical periods of the nation, from the colonial era to Indonesia's independence and modern development. Based on recorded documents associated with his claim, Mba Gotho was reported to have lived across more than 14 decades, making him one of the most extraordinary longevity cases ever discussed in modern history. His life was not defined by fame or public recognition, but by a simple and deeply rooted connection to the village where he was born and raised. Throughout his extraordinarily long life, he was said to have witnessed dramatic changes across generations, as well as the passing of many family members and friends. To his family and local community, Mba Gotho was not only a beloved elder, but also a living reservoir of memories, life experiences, and traditional cultural wisdom. He was often remembered as a calm, optimistic, and gentle individual who maintained a peaceful spirit even in advanced age. In his later years, he received significant attention from international media, allowing his story of human endurance to reach audiences worldwide. Despite his age and declining health, he reportedly continued to enjoy simple routines, such as drinking tea and appreciating the fresh air of his hometown. Gotho passed away in 2017, leaving behind a legacy as a symbol of human resilience in the face of time. His story reminds us to value life, cherish the present moment, and appreciate the meaning of a simple life amid a constantly changing world. Misao Okawa was a remarkable symbol of human longevity, spending her entire life in Japan on a journey that spanned across 3 centuries. Born in 1898 in Osaka, she witnessed extraordinary transformations in the world, from the early stages of modern society to the rapid advancement of technology and global culture. Her life was not defined by fame or public spotlight, but by quiet endurance, deep family values, a strong connection to tradition, and a lifestyle rooted in balance and harmony with nature. Misao Okawa's journey began in a family that ran a kimono business, where she learned the values of diligence and attention to detail from an early age. She married in 1919 and built a loving family with her husband, living through many of the world's historic turning points. After her husband's passing, she continued raising her children with resilience and compassion. Those who knew her often remembered her as a calm and gentle woman, with a warm smile and a sharp mind that remained with her even in her final years. She became a living example of a peaceful philosophy of life, one centered on appreciating the present moment and nurturing meaningful relationships. In her later years, Misao Okawa gained international recognition after being acknowledged by Guinness World Records as the world's oldest living person. Despite the global attention, she maintained a quiet and peaceful routine at her care facility in Osaka. Her longevity was often attributed to moderation in eating, a preference for natural foods such as sushi and fish, and especially her habit of getting sufficient sleep. Her mental sharpness and radiant smile whenever she appeared in the media conveyed a powerful message about the strength of an optimistic spirit. Misao Okawa passed away in 2015 at the age of 117, bringing an extraordinary and inspiring life journey to a close. Her life remains a meaningful lesson in kindness, patience, and gratitude, leaving a lasting impression on those who admire the beauty of resilience, longevity, and peaceful living. Violet Brown, the Jamaican woman who lived to 117, was recognized as the world's oldest living person at one point in 2017. What made her story remarkable was not only her extraordinary longevity, but also the image of a person who lived with calmness, strong faith, and resilience through major historical changes. Having witnessed nearly the entire 20th century, her life became a powerful symbol of adaptability, inner strength, and the value of maintaining peace amid the constant transformations of the world. Violet Brown's story delivers an inspiring message that a long life is measured not just by years lived, but by how one preserves their spirit through every stage of life. In a world of constant rush and change, her image serves as a reminder of the power of composure, gratitude, and faith in positive values. Her 117-year legacy is ironclad proof that inner peace is the ultimate weapon to defeat time. What comment would you leave regarding this extraordinary secret to longevity after witnessing her journey? Share your thoughts now, hit like, and subscribe so you don't miss out on these breakthrough, mind-shifting videos. Kane Tanaka was a remarkable symbol of longevity, leaving her mark in history as one of the longest living individuals ever recorded. Born in Japan in 1903, her life spanned multiple eras, from the Meiji period to the 2020s. Her journey was not simply defined by the number of years she lived, but by her optimistic spirit, enduring perseverance, and deep love for life, despite the many historical changes and personal challenges she witnessed. Growing up during a transformative period in Japan, Kane Tanaka became familiar with hard work and dedication from an early age. Throughout her extraordinarily long life, she devoted herself to caring for her family, raising children, and actively contributing to her family's small business. Those who knew her often described her as energetic, strong-willed, and always eager to stay engaged with life. Even in her later years, she maintained remarkable mental sharpness, with a lasting passion for brain games like Othello and social interaction with others. Kane Tanaka often shared that her longevity came from simple, healthy habits. She maintained a calm mindset, worried very little, and placed great importance on proper sleep and a balanced diet. Her love for mathematics and lifelong curiosity also helped keep her mind active and engaged. Even after being recognized by Guinness World Records as the world's oldest living person, she remained warm, humble, and a source of strength for her family, inspiring millions around the world to embrace life fully. Kane Tanaka passed away in 2022 at the age of 119, bringing her extraordinary life journey to a close. The legacy she left behind extends far beyond records of longevity. It is a powerful lesson in kindness, patience, and the importance of nurturing an optimistic spirit. Her story remains a beautiful reminder that even a simple life, when lived with love, resilience, and a willingness to keep growing, can achieve something truly remarkable and inspire positive change in others. Isabel Wheel's story is a remarkable testament to the power of human determination in the face of adversity. At the age of 7, a severe case of meningitis caused multiple organ failure and a serious cardiac emergency. To stop the infection from spreading and save her life, doctors were forced to amputate both her arms and legs. At the time, Isabel was given less than a 1% chance of survival. Yet she fought with extraordinary courage and overcame unimaginable odds. Her journey stands as a powerful lesson in resilience, hope, and the strength of the human spirit. Seven years later, the 14-year-old from Derby stunned the sports world by becoming a national trampoline champion. Despite her physical disabilities, Isabel persisted in training twice a week to conquer new heights. She stated that cherishing her fragile 1% chance at life motivated her to never give up in the face of hardship. Her achievement is not only entertaining, but also deeply inspiring, confirming that limitations only exist within the mind, and anything is possible with grit. Not every world record is created through speed, physical strength, or spectacular athletic achievement. Sometimes, the most memorable milestones come from someone boldly turning their uniqueness into an unmistakable symbol. Benny Harlem, an American model, captured global attention with his striking high-top fade hairstyle, earning a place in the Guinness World Records in 2018 for the tallest high-top fade. But what makes this story truly memorable is not just the record itself. It is the powerful message of confidence, individuality, and pride in one's natural beauty. In a world where many people feel pressured to fit into constantly shifting beauty standards, Benny's journey offers a completely different perspective. Instead of shrinking himself to meet other people's expectations, he chose to celebrate what made him different. Benny's hairstyle is more than a fashion statement. It reflects cultural pride and powerful self-expression. His story reminds us that what makes you stand out is not always something to hide. Sometimes it becomes the very thing the world remembers you for. What makes Benny Harlem inspiring is not merely having a record-breaking hairstyle, but his courage to live authentically in a society that often favors conformity. His journey carries a meaningful educational message about self-respect, confidence, and the positive ways individuals can define beauty for themselves. Benny's success shows that recognition does not always come from blending in. Sometimes it comes from having the courage to stay true to what makes you who you are. Benny Harlem's story is a reminder that being different is not a barrier. It can become a source of strength when embraced with confidence and a positive mindset. Every person carries unique traits that set them apart from the rest of the world. Instead of trying to hide those differences, perhaps the greater lesson is learning to turn them into pride. Sometimes, the very things that once made us hesitate become the key to opportunity, inspiration, and a journey far greater than we ever imagined. Life sometimes tests people in ways no one would ever choose. Diwakar Bisoye, a 67-year-old man from Odisha, India, has lived for decades with a rare skin condition that caused thousands of tumor-like growths to develop across his body since he was around 14 or 15 years old. This condition has affected not only his appearance, but also made everyday life far more difficult. Yet what is truly admirable is that he has not allowed hardship to isolate him from society. Despite many limitations, he continues to hold on to the hope of living a normal life, proving that true strength often comes from resilience of the spirit, not just the body. His greatest challenge is the massive 29-kilogram growth on his thigh, which makes walking extremely difficult and forces him to rely on the support of his wife, Dobani, and their children. After 35 years together, his family remains his greatest source of strength and hope. His biggest wish is to receive surgery that could remove the growth, allowing him to walk more easily and regain greater independence. His story is not just about illness, but about resilience, family love, and the belief that even in the hardest circumstances, hope for a better tomorrow can still remain alive. At the age of 18, Crystal was pursuing her dream of becoming an actress when she discovered a rare tumor that was initially believed to be a small abscess. She underwent chemotherapy and major surgery that removed part of her jaw, right cheek, and teeth, dramatically changing her appearance. In the beginning, Crystal struggled with confidence and often hid her face, but over time she learned to embrace herself. Now, after enrolling in a drama school in London, she continues to chase her acting dream and hopes to prove that true worth is defined not by appearance, but by talent, courage, and determination. Not everyone is given an easy beginning, and for Joseph Reed, life brought unimaginable challenges before he was even old enough to understand them. At just 2 years old, he lost all 4 limbs due to meningitis, followed by a turbulent childhood in foster care. The combination of physical loss and emotional pain led him through some extremely dark periods as he grew older. Yet instead of allowing those painful chapters to define the ending of his story, Joseph gradually turned them into motivation to rebuild his life. If someone judged only by his early circumstances, they might assume his life would be defined by endless limitations. But at 34, Joseph Reed has built a life that many deeply admire. He is a husband, a father of 4, and maintains a full-time job with remarkable positivity. Loved by those around him and known by an inspiring nickname, Joseph has never built his identity around pity, but around resilience, adaptability, and self-worth. What does Joseph's story make you think about the limits of human potential? Leave a comment, hit like, and subscribe to the channel if you believe resilience is what truly defines a meaningful life. Some people move through life in silence, yet eventually make the world stop and pay attention. Marcelino Abad, also known as Mexico, the Peruvian elder, became known for living much of his life in near isolation in the mountains. He grew his own food, raised animals, and sustained himself through his own labor, only becoming widely known after the age of 100. His story paints a remarkable picture of endurance, self-reliance, and resilience in the face of challenging conditions. Not everyone lives a life surrounded by comfort or modern connection, and Marcelino Abad's journey shows how remarkably adaptable human beings can be. What inspires admiration is not just his age, but his determination to maintain an independent life through the years. In an era increasingly dependent on technology, his story offers a different perspective on resilience, simplicity, and the power of relying on one's own inner strength. What makes Mexico's story so compelling is not his late recognition, but the lesson it offers about human endurance against time and circumstance. A simple life rooted in labor and nature created a deeply inspiring image of quiet perseverance. His journey reminds us that sometimes the least known individuals carry the most powerful lessons about resilience, adaptability, and the determination to keep going. The world can sometimes be harsh toward those who look different, but Chastity chose to respond with confidence instead of insecurity. At 32, she was born with tetra amelia syndrome, an extremely rare congenital disorder that causes the complete absence or severe malformation of limbs. For much of her life, she faced curious stares, judgment, and even ridicule from others. But rather than allowing those experiences to diminish her sense of self-worth, she chose to build confidence in her own way, turning her life story into inspiration for others learning to embrace themselves. What makes Chastity's journey so powerful is not only her resilience in overcoming judgment, but the positive message she shares about self-love. Instead of hiding herself because of negativity, she expresses her personality through makeup and self-expression, showing the world that beauty is not confined to one physical standard. Her story is a meaningful reminder that a person's worth is not measured by physical perfection, but by confidence, courage, and the ability to love yourself despite the opinions of others. That hospital room held more than doctors and medical equipment. It became the setting for a decision many adults would struggle to make. Ethan D'Amato, living with neurofibromatosis type 1, NF1, had already faced challenges far beyond what most children ever experience. His condition caused severe tumors to develop on his face, significantly affecting his daily life. When surgery was presented as an option, it was not simply a medical procedure. It was a turning point that could potentially reshape Ethan's future forever. What made this story extraordinary was that Ethan viewed the decision differently from what many might expect. The surgery could potentially change his appearance, but it also carried the risk of permanent nerve damage that might affect his ability to smile and show facial expressions. For many people, appearance might seem like the first priority, but Ethan chose to protect something that held deeper meaning for him. At such a young age, he demonstrated remarkable wisdom in understanding that joy, emotional expression, and human connection can matter far more than outward standards of appearance. Ethan's story is not about rejecting medicine or resisting change. It is about the right to choose what matters most to you. In a world that often places enormous value on appearance, his decision reminds us that human worth cannot be measured by looks alone. Ethan became an inspiration not simply because of his condition, but because of the courage he showed in listening to his inner voice despite pressure and fear. Sometimes the greatest form of resilience is not changing yourself to fit in, but preserving the very things that make you who you are. On the basketball court, where height is often considered a major advantage, Stephen Ludwig, better known to many as Steve-O, captured attention in a way all his own. Standing around 5 feet 1 inch and living with Maffucci syndrome, a rare disorder that affects bone development, Steve-O grew up with significant physical differences, including one leg being much shorter than the other and asymmetry in his arms. But instead of seeing that as the end of athletic dreams, he turned sports into a place to prove that limits are sometimes shaped more by perspective than by circumstance. At just 7 years old, he also faced myeloid leukemia and was given extremely difficult survival odds. For many people, that alone would have been overwhelming. But Steve-O found freedom through sports. From playing golf with his father to shooting basketballs on the court, athletics gradually became the place where he built confidence and rediscovered the joy of fully living. That mindset helped him refuse to let circumstances define either his identity or his future. Inspired by Kobe Bryant and known for his energetic sense of humor, Steve-O now does more than play basketball. He shares his journey with millions on social media. What makes him inspiring is not his attempt to become like everyone else, but his ability to transform what some once viewed as disadvantages into a powerful personal identity. Steve-O's story reminds us that resilience does not always appear in dramatic moments of crisis. Sometimes it lives in the decision to keep chasing passion, embrace your differences, and make the most of the life you have. Thelma Sutcliffe, the remarkable American woman known for her extraordinary longevity, became a symbol of resilience after living to 115 years old. She overcame cancer twice and maintained an inspiring sense of independence, continuing to drive, exercise, and care for herself at an age many would find unimaginable. Her story sends a powerful message that determination and a positive outlook can help people face life's challenges with strength, while showing that staying active and embracing life can hold deep meaning at every stage of the journey. Thelma Sutcliffe's story also reminds us that age does not have to define the limits of independence or the desire to live positively. While many fear that aging means losing personal freedom, she showed that strength can begin with simple habits like staying active, keeping an optimistic mindset, and holding on to self-reliance. Her journey is not only inspiring, but also a meaningful reminder to value health, determination, and every precious moment life offers. How did Thelma's story inspire you? Leave a comment, hit like, and subscribe to the channel for more meaningful stories. Darius Simmons is a talented pianist whose journey serves as a powerful inspiration for overcoming personal limitations. Born with a congenital disability that left his hands physically different, Darius never allowed that to extinguish his deep passion for music. From a young age, he began exploring the piano, developing his own unique playing techniques by adapting his posture and touch to create deeply emotional melodies. His perseverance and belief in his own abilities enabled him to master complex musical pieces, proving that art is never limited by physical form. Through social media platforms, Darius shares his piano performances, captivating millions of viewers around the world. He is not only a gifted pianist, but also a positive motivational speaker who frequently spreads messages of resilience and optimism. His story reminds us that with a strong enough passion and unwavering determination, anyone can transform challenges into strength and shine in their own unique way. Sona and Mona Singh are rare conjoined twins from India who share a body but possess two hearts, two pairs of arms, and a single liver and gallbladder. Abandoned by their parents at birth, the brothers grew up in an orphanage and worked tirelessly to overcome their harsh biological barriers. Instead of despairing over their unique circumstances, they chose to study hard and pursue their passion for engineering together. This is a profound educational testament to brotherly bonds and the resilient will to overcome misfortune, asserting that physical differences cannot prevent human beings from seeking knowledge and personal growth. With iron determination, the brothers graduated in electrical engineering and officially became professional electrical engineers working for the Punjab state government. This event is not merely a matter of curiosity, but a powerful inspiration regarding independence and the ability of people with disabilities to contribute to society. Sona and Mona perform their duties, inspecting electrical equipment with seamless coordination as a unified entity, proving that solidarity and understanding can transform any difficulty into motivation. Their lives send a humanitarian message about pushing personal boundaries to build a bright future where persistent effort is always justly rewarded. Melanie Coleman was a talented and highly promising gymnast who left a lasting impression on the sports community through her endless passion and unwavering dedication. Born and raised in Milford, Connecticut, Melanie showed both natural talent and a deep love for gymnastics from a very young age. Her journey was marked by countless hours of intense training, pushing through demanding practice sessions to master complex techniques and perfect her routines on the professional competition floor. Through extraordinary determination, Melanie made remarkable progress in her athletic career, becoming a key member of the Southern Connecticut State University gymnastics team. In the eyes of her coaches and teammates, she was not only an exceptional athlete known for her impressive performances, but also a role model of discipline, dedication, and outstanding teamwork. Melanie consistently brought positive energy to those around her, inspiring younger generations of athletes with her optimistic attitude and unwavering perseverance in the face of the pressures that come with major competitions. Melanie's life was a powerful testament to pursuing passion with all one's heart. She deeply cherished every moment spent under the spotlight, giving her all to the sport she loved. Although her athletic journey was tragically cut short after a serious training accident in November 2019, the legacy she left behind remains profound. She is remembered not only as a gifted athlete, but also as a bright and inspiring individual who encouraged countless young people to believe in themselves and push beyond their limits. Today, Melanie Coleman's memory continues to live on in the hearts of sports fans through scholarships and educational funds established to support young athletes pursuing their dreams. Her story reminds us that even when life takes unexpected turns, the impact of kindness, dedication, and passion can endure forever. Melanie remains a symbol of true sportsmanship and resilience, a reminder that a person's worth is measured not only by achievements, but by how they live, love, and inspire the world around them. Andrea Raducan was a brilliant symbol of elegance and strength in the world of gymnastics at the 2000 Sydney Olympics. At age 16, she captured the hearts of millions of spectators with top-tier performances, demonstrating the masterful technique and resilient competitive spirit of a promising young star. Her journey is not only a story of natural talent, but also a testament to the rigorous discipline required to grasp proud international glory. At the peak of her career, Andrea faced an immense spiritual challenge, stemming from an unintended error within the medical management system. Despite having no intention to cheat, she had to accept strict decisions from the organizers, leading to a profound debate regarding ethics and rules in professional sports. This incident became a costly lesson about transparency and the utmost caution required for athlete support teams. Instead of collapsing under ironic adversity, Andrea Raducan chose to face the truth with the nobility and self-respect of a true champion. She proved to the world that a person's true value lies not just in physical medals, but in honesty and the courage to defend what is right. Her resilience during that difficult period became a powerful source of inspiration for many young athletes across the globe. Following the events in Sydney, Andrea did not abandon her passion for sports, but instead channeled that energy into education and management. She worked tirelessly to build an impressive new career, contributing her wisdom and experience to the development of gymnastics in her home country. Her assumption of important leadership roles is the clearest evidence of the success of an individual who knows how to rise and shine brightly after harsh trials. Today, at age 42, Andrea Raducan remains a highly influential figure, continuing to inspire and share valuable experiences with future generations. Her life is a profound educational journey about maintaining self-belief and the miraculous ability to recover after life's upheavals. Andrea reminds us that while systems may fail, true talent and noble character will always be recognized and rightfully honored by time. Alexandra Hucci is a symbol of pure passion and the dedicated spirit of a promising young talent in the world of sports. Despite being only 12 years old, she demonstrated extraordinary resilience through hours of diligent practice, where every movement carried the ambition to reach the pinnacle. The sudden health crisis in 2001 was not just a somber note, but also a profound reminder to cherish every moment of life, encouraging us to always give our best for our passions and live fully with the dreams we pursue. The passing of the small Romanian flower left a spiritual legacy of courage and the appreciation of health values within professional sports. Her story has helped the community become more aware of invisible biological factors, thereby promoting more attentive and comprehensive care for the physical well-being of young athletes. Alexandra Hucci will forever be an inspiration of silent sacrifice, teaching future generations that a person's value lies not only in medals, but in a meaningful journey of dedication and strong spiritual power before the laws of nature. After witnessing all of these stories, what likely leaves the strongest impression is not the unusual appearances, but the extraordinary strength behind each of these individuals. What may surprise us at first glance is often far less powerful than the courage, resilience, and determination that truly define who they are. Which story touched your heart the most? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Hit like if this video made you reflect, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications to join us for more real-life stories that are both astonishing and